Hello, how's it going, chat? I changed a few things on the mic. Let me know if it sounds good. As some of you know, I am mostly a Tekken player, but I actually picked up Strive, and I gotta say, I'm actually having fun with it. As for Tekken, the story is kind of like very silly at times. I've had some people say, oh yeah, but like Guilty Gear Strive has like a lore mode. No, we're not gonna do that. You see this where it says like complicated? Yeah, this is me. We're actually gonna ask for help of our friend Steven. All of the information when it comes to the Guilty Gear lore in 14 minutes and 42. I will tell you guys how much I know of Guilty Gear lore by what people told me. Soul bad guy, he's actually a good guy, and he has a wife named Jacko, I think, but it's not Jacko. Jacko comes in later because she has got cancer or something. His wife dies. He creates the gears, which are basically artificial humans. He tries to revive his wife. Justice comes out. Justice has a penis. I don't understand why. Asuka exists. He's known as that man. I think he's a friend of Soul. He is responsible for the gears. What else? Sky exists and he has a son. You pronounce his name differently for some reason. Yeah, Ino wants to be God, but she's actually Axel's wife. Axel is like frozen in time or something, and he wants to save his wife too. I'm seeing a pattern. That's it. That's Guilty Gear in 3 minutes. There you go.
Okay, so our story starts with a character called the Original, whose IQ was so immeasurably huge that he managed to discover the Backyard, which is a parallel dimension that governs everything that exists. Using this discovery, he decides to create a robot called the...
Okay, so there's actually like creation myth and everything? Okay, so it's basically Death Stranding.
Fortunately, there were 5 geniuses known as the Apostles who knew that Y2K was going to happen and offered a new energy source, magic. A few years later...
Wait a minute. Okay, so the Illuminati is real, and there's God, and the Y2K exists. Are you guys sure Kojima didn't do this? Because this actually sounds like something Kojima would make. Because you got like the Patriots, right? The Death Stranding, which is Y2K. Yeah, the backyards, which are basically like the beaches. So at this point, there's no electronics, right? But they got robots and shit.
A few years later, a researcher who at this point is only known as That Man.
Oh, I know that guy.
Gear project alongside his colleagues Frederick and Aria entirely falls apart when That Man uses the flame of corruption to turn Frederick into the prototype Gear. Meanwhile,
Frederick's
in an effort to prevent
right?
the United States from militarizing Gear technology, That Man decides to militarize Gear technology. The result of this is Justice, a mobile suit Gundam built on the bottom.
Oh, there it goes. It has the dick.
The first mission is to convert all citizens of Japan into antimatter gears to expand her army. That Man looks at this and is like, "Oh shit, that's not good."
True.
And his solution is to blow up the entire country of Japan.
When was this written? Like, is this Guilty Gear 1, or is this like the sort of thing that came like after? Because I'm drawing like a bunch of parallels with other stuff that I know. Because this is basically Nier. Like, God comes to Earth, fucks everything up. They discover magic. Oh yeah, they also nuke Japan. That happens in Nier.
Which brings us to the very first Guilty Gear video game. In this game...
Okay, so this is the first one. Yeah, I gotta say, I actually played this game, but I didn't pay attention to the story. All I could remember is that, like, Justice was a piece of chicken. She would just, like, one-shot me. She had, like, a one-hit KO move.
Discovers that the whole thing is a hoax orchestrated by a person of indistinguishable gender named Testament. Testament
That's
revives
important.
Justice using themselves as a sacrifice, and Soul starts throwing hands.
Okay, so what's the thing with Testament? Like, Testament just comes out of nowhere and helps Justice? Why?
Justice was built on top of Soul's girlfriend, so now he just has to live with the fact that he took the life of his one true love. Sucks for him, I guess. Gear X.
Okay, so they just skipped 9 games, okay.
He becomes one of the 3 kings for a fictional nation known as Illyria, and also falls in love with Justice's daughter, Dizzy.
Wait. How does Justice have a daughter? Like, okay, she has the dick, I get it, but how does that work?
This leads directly into the 4th game in the series, Guilty Gear 2, Overture, where Kai and Dizzy have a son named Sin.
Guilty Gear 1 comes first, then it comes X, then it comes Guilty Gear 2. Now, Kai and Dizzy have a son?
King then raise a child, he gives his son to Soul Bad Guy.
Okay.
While out on a mission, Soul and Sin get attacked by an army of backyard creatures led by a woman named Valentine, who seeks to kidnap Dizzy and use her DNA to unlock the Cube, which is a location in the backyard that allows any individual to control all of reality itself.
Soul is like Sin's dad, basically. Valentine wants everything, right? Yeah, wants the backyard, control reality. Okay.
Because Valentine kidnaps Sin and plans to use him to unlock the cube instead of Dizzy. Soul goes through a magical...
Does that work? But I guess Sin has the DNA because of Dizzy, because of Justice. Okay, so that works.
Now,
Okay,
the
they
last
go into the
second
backyard.
Stops Valentine from entering the cube. Soul also manages to destroy the cube.
Okay, they destroy the cube.
Thus compromising Valentine's entire plan. Putting
Cube
an
is
end
out.
to what would become known as the Baptisma 13 incident.
Well, of course, the yeah,
Soul
yeah.
begins
I heard that in
assembling a
school.
new weapon known as the Junkyard Dog from the pieces of a much more powerful weapon called the Outrage in the pachinko slot machine game called Guilty Gear Vast Edge XT, which takes place 3 months prior to the events of Guilty Gear Xrd Sign.
I am so sorry, Guilty Gear fans. Like, if you have a pachinko game that actually has, like, important bits relevant to the story, you're actually cooked. I am so sorry. For Devil May Cry, like, I read mangas. For Nier, I've seen, like, stage plays. But pachinko is where I draw the line. I am so sorry.
This game, a girl named Ramlethal declares war on the entire world, but then gets immediately captured by Soul.
Okay, as one does.
That she was only a decoy so that the
Of course.
leaders of the United Nations, known as the Conclave,
Which
can
are the
enact their true
Patriots?
plan, which is to activate the cradle over the city of Babylon, causing an explosion and killing everybody.
Okay,
Giant
so
fucking
is Justice still around? What happened to Justice? Didn't Justice, like, die in the first game?
use their souls with the corpse of Justice. And
Okay,
take
so the
over
corpse
world.
of
The
Justice is
Conclave
still
position
around.
themselves under a giant fucking lightning bolt and are ready to begin the revival process.
They're all
But
the
then
revival,
Disney thwarts
okay.
their operation with a magic thing. All that shit's happening. A sexy magical witch lady named Ino awakens
Okay.
that man's newest creation, Jacko Valentine. Apparently, Jacko holds
Okay, so
one
she's
half of the
working
soul
with
of a woman
Asuka.
named Arya Hale, aka Soul Bad Guy's former
Yeah,
girlfriend, who
okay.
got turned into this asshole. So Will's master plan was to fuse Alpha with Justice in order to create an actual perfect human being.
Which is
Doing so
not
will bring about something
Ariel's,
known as
right?
the absolute world, which is the result of 2 quantum particles appearing simultaneously within the backyard, causing both the backyard and reality to merge for a split second, thus leading to the end of the entire world. In the Guilty Gear universe, this phenomenon is what killed the dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs?
So yeah,
Where does the dinosaurs come in this? Those. I was watching Eno. Next thing I know, the dinosaurs were gone. But
thus
how are they
leading
in
to
the
end of
same?
the entire world. In the
Were there
Guilty Gear
dinosaurs in the
universe,
backyard?
This phenomenon also grants Soul an opportunity to revive his long-dead girlfriend
Okay.
Arya. Exactly what they
Yeah,
do.
there you go.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The laser is just not strong enough. So they fire the laser directly at Soul so that he can use his weapon, the Junkyard Dog, to amplify the output of the
Okay.
laser just
Smart,
enough to
smart.
finally
That's what I
complete
would've
the
did.
fusion process. With Justice destroyed and
Wife?
Arya revived, the crisis is averted, and the
Bam.
universal will is taken. Finally takes off his hood and reveals himself to be a cat boy who
A cat
goes
boy,
by the
yeah.
name of Oscar R. Kreutz. And you know what that means? It's time for
It's time for Guilty Gear
bitches.
Strive. They got nothing on the chip though. Where's the part that he makes his own country? Yeah, man, this guy's just an asshole, man. Universal Will's just an asshole. Now I know what's going on with Guilty Gear, and I understand why Guilty Gear players are the way they are. And I think I'm ready for the next step, which is gonna be like actually booting up the story mode for this game. I just find it funny that like whenever I say I'm gonna play the story mode, they all have the same reaction, which is, oh no, the Strive story mode followed by a skull emoji, which kind of worries me a bit. Also, I heard that Eno is important, so prologue. How bad can this be?
Emotions have overtaken the world.
Right, so who are we talking about again?
Eno's here.
Eno. Yo. Wait a minute, the story mode is kind of good. Man, I watched the entire video. I still don't know who that is. Oh yeah, Ariel's. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Okay, I think I remember that.
You're just a child, excited over a new toy. No, you're the child here.
No, you're the child. Why do they keep doing that? It's like, what are you doing here? She was like, no, what are you doing here? Now she goes, you're a child, and they're like, no.
Someone finally found me out, huh?
Like, I don't even know. Is Happy Chaos new?
Someone they could have been.
Damn, the POV is crazy. Oh, so they just revealed a guy like that? I
Is
thought
everything
there was
all right?
like,
I can
Huh.
hear tires screeching.
I thought we didn't know what Asuka looked like before this game.
Man of many names, but perhaps we should call him by the one most familiar to us. The Devil.
The devil. Okay, dude. That's what's his name? Alex Jones.
Aren't just here to get a look at you.
Gio's first line is her just like sniffing. Also, Anji's here. So are we gonna have some gaming now? Oh, he just wanted to check. He just wanted to make sure that was him. Think story mode has gaming? Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe I should put away my stick. I don't think I'm gonna be using it in the next 20 minutes.
Potential Emergency Operations Center. In other words,
White House?
the White House.
Oh, okay, got it. Wait, so that's Washington? Not the title drop. Man, that bike is cool, I gotta say. Oh. Bro, with the hand? Okay, so you can just, like, regenerate or something like that? Yeah. Oh, and Jacko's just here. Okay, cool. Wait, wasn't she DLC? What's she doing here? Oh, but she was in story mode first. Oh, okay. Don't I have an idea if, like, Asuka's a good guy or not?
I caught it on
I thought it was bad. But, like, he's working with the president. Is the president bad? Is Ino good? Because I don't think Ino is good. But maybe Ino is not working with Asuka anymore.
We need a tornado that can snuff out the other tornadoes.
Ah, a bigger tornado. Yeah. This is like a huge prologue. Like, now I'm starting to get worried. Like, there's fights on the story mode, right? You actually get to play the game. You do not... Wait, what? It's literally just cutscenes? I thought people were making a joke. So you actually don't play the game? It's just a movie? Oh no.
Aggressive.
No different than brand name clothes or jewels. Think of it as a...
You know what?
bouquet
Whatever.
of roses and handle it.
So, okay, I get it now. Now I understand why the story mode is not like the first thing that because usually it's what I do. Like I boot up the game, it's like, oh, I'll play the story mode because it's gonna have like tutorials. No, this is that ass just a movie.
I'm nothing more than a temporary
replacement personality.
Well, you know, so my stick just goes right over here. I'm not gonna need it. Like, it isn't Crawl like the final boss, the music that plays on a final boss? What's the final boss then? The credits? Chad, I think it's time to pivot. I think I'm gonna have to make an executive decision. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. You know what? We're gonna watch the rest of the video because I've never seen like a fighting game do this before. You know what? Take it away, man. Take it away. I don't want to play that.
Ino breaks into the prison cell of the Universal Will, and at some point in time, Happy Chaos stole half of Ino's powers, which is why she wants him to give her powers back.
Okay, I actually saw that.
Asuka
Okay.
turns himself into the United States government and is personally escorted by President Vernon to the White House.
Yeah, I saw
where he
that
can go into
too.
hiding
I saw
in the
that too.
basement. He does this right before the G4 Summit event, which sounds like the title for a Smash tournament, but is actually
No,
an
that's
event where the top world
Genesis.
leaders gather at the White
It's
House
not
to
the
discuss
same.
where White House security is top-notch. Asuka needs this kind of security because he
True.
is currently protecting a very powerful magic
The
book known
tome.
as the Tome of Origin.
Yeah,
which
they go.
Ino needs a samurai vampire named Nagoriyuki, who's hidden directly underneath this residential apartment building.
So he was just down there? Like, did he create him? He was just like chilling? What's the deal with that?
Or
Oh. Did you just blow up the White House?
Happy
Okay.
Chaos walks into the G4 meeting room and politely asks President Vernon to take him to where Asuka is located. Luckily, Soul rushes in and punches Happy Chaos in the face, and then he books it out of there alongside the president.
Oh no.
Happy Chaos
Oh
then
no,
says
that looked
Soul
awful.
rushes in
What
and
was
punches
that?
Happy Chaos in the face, and then he
He's not even on the same, like, plane of existence.
books it
Like, he's walking this way. It's not even on the same perspective.
Happy Chaos in the face, and then he books it out of there alongside the president. Giant floating airship, which is now en route to crossing the borders of Old Mexico, potentially leading to the White House getting shot down and starting a war. Happy Chaos is actually the creator of magic himself, the original.
Oh. So Happy Chaos is the original? Why is he inside Ariel's, though? Like, wasn't...
Meanwhile, Baiken is plotting her revenge against Happy Chaos for killing her friends and family all those years ago during the Crusades, whose brother was also killed by Happy Chaos *, and wants to help Baiken kill the man.
What do you mean,
Was also
asterisk?
killed by Happy Chaos *.
Delilah's brother, Badman, was actually killed by his strange illness, which was fully...
Delilah leaves to take revenge by herself and attempts to teleport straight to Happy Chaos, but fails and
Did she do that?
inadvertently creates a super high-density info space bubble directly above a massive city that can explode at any moment. Baiken is in the middle of assessing the situation when she is met with Ramlethal, who's a good girl now and was actually appointed to be the head of the Illyrian Brigade.
Yeah, 'cause she
all
was bad
because
in,
she ate a burger. Baiken and Ramlethal enter a
Huh?
magical door, all because she ate a burger. Baiken and Ramlethal enter a magic air.
I don't understand this. Like, the more I watch this,
if there's any team that
I'm
can
losing
prevent a
brain
crisis,
cells.
It's this one. Using a very long rope.
Wait, this is
dragging
too
a
much.
point
Go
at the
back.
head of the- Go ahead and check back in on the White House.
Yeah, what's going on?
What is he doing? The US
This can't be
Pentagon
real.
decides
Is
the
that an
only
actual
solution to
thing, or
stop
is
the
that
White
an
House from
added?
entering, Asuka attempts
Okay,
to
he's a
use his epic
cyborg, which
magic
is
skills to redirect the
which
White
is
House
not a
away from
gear.
Mexico,
It's
but is
different.
interrupted when Happy Chaos Soul takes this as an opportunity to get Nagoriyuki to tell him what Happy Chaos's weakness is, but then accidentally kills him in the process. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Way to
They
go,
manage
Saul.
to make, but suddenly the tone shifts as Asuka decides it's finally time to rid the world of Soul Bad Guy. He removes the flame of corruption from Soul, leaving
Okay.
behind but an ordinary man, Frederick
Oh.
Bulsara. The
Oh.
curtain is finally closed.
So
on
he's
Soul
actually human
23
now?
years in the- While the real Happy Chaos was just sitting there.
No
chilling.
way.
Happy Chaos takes directly from Asuka's boobies the Tome of Origin, which allows Ino to finally transform into a god and do literally anything she wants. And the worst part is, Soul can't do shit about it because he's just a regular
Yeah, he's just a
dude.
guy.
The first thing Ino does with her newfound godhood is reenact the end of Evangelion, which I mean, fair enough. I would probably do the same thing if I were a god. But then she
True.
said,
Everything makes sense now. That's all I'm saying.
Scales of Juno were originally implanted into Justice, but with the power of family trees, bullshit, God, and anime, the Scales of Juno were miraculously passed down
Dizzy?
genetically to
Kai?
none other than Kai Kiske.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Surprise, Nagoriyuki is not actually dead, and conveniently
Yeah,
tells
he's
Soul
good.
that Ino's weak point is in her right hand. Using this knowledge, Soul fucking
Of course,
machine guns
the
those
right
nuclear
hand,
batteries,
yeah.
only putting an end to the stupid-ass, overly complicated storyline. The story ends with everyone doing their own thing. Soul starts building rockets.
So was that just it? Like her right
all over
hand?
Ino's rear batteries, all over Ino's right palm, completely eviscerating her from this planet and finally putting an end to the stupid ass.
Wait, so
overly
Ino's
complicated
dead?
stories with
Is she
everyone
not going to be
doing their
in the
own
next
thing.
game?
Soul starts. Asuka pursues his new goal and true intentions throughout the entire series, starting his own Spotify podcast.
What?
I'll begin my first
No way.
podcast, so I'm afraid I may not be very eloquent.
Oh no. This is not real. You know what? I'm so happy that I actually watched this. You know what? I gotta give it up for Steven. Thank you so much for sparing like the next 3 hours of my life or 5 or something. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with this. Where were we actually? Were we still in? We were still in the prologue. We were still in the prologue. Oh no. Yeah. Well, I'm done.